Today some of the science questions and some of the attendees all here. So, is left for the exam. I hope the field must be crossed by now. See Gale's batting yesterday. Actually watched the game batting yesterday. That was something, you know, out of this world. Well, you know, a lot of you must have seen that. I can see your responses. There's something beyond this, beyond imagination. And let's see, our real IPL is a number of dates, 5th May, then followed by many more dates. So, think different pitch. Coming back here, we'll just read for some 2-3 lines about the for 2-3 minutes. We'll just have a look what you can do further. I have told you, more you read, the more you have a data in your head, and that is what is required for the exam. So, I would like to stress on that portion again. More you read, more you have in your head. More you have in your head, and that is what is required. Okay, so very important for you. Collect data from as many resources. I have told you many resources. Lead the competition from magazine, from the CL compendium. Then these exercises, 100 questions each. So overall, you should be read a lot of questions. The mode of preparation: read one, see the answer. If you don't know, see the answer. If you know it, move on to the next question. Similarly, see the answer, come back to the question, and read it twice. After completing a set of 100 questions, read it once again, so that it will be helpful remembering. The point is, in GK, the worst aspect of GK is a lot of by hearting, and means it requires a considerable skill. It requires a certain level of skill setting, and certainly it's not very easy to remember all of them. So what to do for remembering? Well, even after getting the resources, a lot of people cannot actually complete the whole system that is required for the exam. So reading is necessary, of course, but remembering is more important, because unless you remember, it will be difficult for you to actually get the marks in the exam. So read it twice, I say. If you question very well, if you don't know, see the answer, then practice it once more. Take 100 questions set each time. Practice it. Out of 100, you may be able to answer 25, 30, 70. See the answer, and then once again do it. It keeps it there in your head. So you will have 3 times less chance of forgetting the matter if you read it twice. So very important to read it twice. No excuse for that. कई लोग कह रहे हैं सर नहीं पढ़ना चाहते, ये नहीं वो नहीं, कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा ही, बिकॉज फॉर्मूला होता तो मैं अभी तक आपको बता ही नहीं देता, सब लोग आपको लिख के बता देते हैं. और फिर मैथ्स में यूज करो, यहाँ फॉर्मूला कम यूज करो, यूर मेमोरी एंड यूर ओन नॉलेज. स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चंस. आज कौन सा मैच है? कई तैयार हो रहे होंगे मैच देखने के लिए. जस्ट डू नॉट वरी अबाउट दैट. कौन वैसे आज? अरे सब आने लगा, सब चाची वसीम वर्सेस KKR. either you are from Mumbai or from Kolkata, okay? That you are very much interested. Harish, Anmol, Khakan. Yeah, voting Mumbai, of course. Very well. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Sachin Tendulkar. But before we start, well, is there for lovers? Well, today Sachin all together, and let's start our questions now because now अगर IPL time से देखना है तो हमें time से खत्म करना पड़ेगा 100 questions that we have. Let's start. Again, down to the matter. The following is chloroform. Of the following is chloroform. Give the answer. आप लोग लिख रहे हैं मैरिक एसिड, मीथेन ट्राइक्लोराइड, aldehyde, none of these. Well, the correct answer is methane trichloride. What formula? Again, chemistry wise, CHCl3. Yes. So now, what is methanoic acid generally used for? Acid, what is it generally used? The common, we often see it. Methanoic acid. It is commonly called folic acid. Yes, no, it industrial state Abhilash. It's ethanoic acid, not methanoic. So, methanoic acid very commonly, yes, absolutely correct, Sachi, ant bite. So it's the ant and it's the insects that when bite us, they actually transfer methanoic acid in our body. That is formic acid. So commonly, many insect bites contain methanoic acid. Chloroform we know very commonly used. What? What is that called? It is called anesthesia. Anesthetic. So, okay, it's used by kidnappers too. Yes, absolutely correct. Good, 1 point. So, Prince, yeah, it's outdated and it's, one important misuse of CHCl3 is one harmful effect is in the presence of sun, it becomes post-gene, and post-gene is poisonous. So generally we keep chloroform in dark cylinders. So that's important. Okay, so chloroform used as anesthetic, but recently it has been stopped as an anesthetic. Now, which of the following acid is produced by the stomach of Asian? Yeah, easy question. You can see a number of you. Yeah, H2SO4 is it? Sulfuric acid is the correct answer. Right? Yes, sir. Somebody, no sir, well, I wanted to check your confidence. Absolutely correct. Sulfuric acid is wrong. The correct answer is HCl. Now, what is it common called? The commonly produced acid is nothing but gastric acid, and it contains major part of gastric acid is HCl. So HCl वही acidity अक्सर हम लोग के पेट में हो जाती है. Then we take some acids which are generally called, one common, which is generally a basic form. So a basic substance goes inside our stomach, neutralizes the acid and gives relief to us. So acid, acid के बाद जेल पेट में acidity हो जाती है, we feel very uncomfortable, and sometimes acidity rises through the esophagus and there also heartburn. कई बार खाना खाने के बाद अजीब सा लगता है, तो वही that is what is when concentration increases, and this is HCl's point. ये actually अपना कमाल दिखाता है, तो we now acetic acid and where it is commonly used. Yes, where it's used at no, it's not lemon. Acid, not lemon. It's citric acid that is used in lemon and oranges. You are absolutely correct. Many of you are giving the correct answer. So you have mentioned lemon and oranges. That's citric acid. It's not acetic acid. So acetic acid very commonly used in vinegar. What is the name of acetic acid? It's the ethanoic acid, which is used as a spirit also, where actually it is converted to ethanol and then used as a spirit. There was with pH value above 7. What is the pH value is above 7? No, acetic is not a strong acid, it's a weak acid. A strong acids only majorly 4 comes: HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. Now salts with pH value above 7, basic in nature or acidic in nature. जब हमारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो जाती है तो हमारे पेट में pH वैल्यू कितनी हो जाती है? जब goes down to 6 or 5.5, means acidic nature increases when pH value decreases. So pH value above 7 is good nature. pH value equal to 7 is equal to neutral. pH value greater than 7 is equal to basic. pH value less than 7 is equal to acidic. So following chemical compounds is used for disinfecting drinking water to make it free of germs. What we use as lot of you are writing, okay, some of you have written powder. मुझे भी पता है सब powder होता है. Number of answers I have seen. Sodium chloride also people have written. What is sodium chloride commonly called? Anmol? No, sorry. Anmol and okay. So it is. Yes, it is called salt. You don't add salt in water to get it free of germs. Not for sodium chloride. Okay, so sodium hydroxide, it is also very commonly used base. Now, one they tell you, is used as a disinfectant. Is used as a disinfectant. Okay. So, which of the following produces chlorine? It's the bleaching powder. bleach powder produces chlorine. That gives actually the disinfecting effect. So you know it's not the bleaching powder. Bleaching powder produces nascent chlorine. Nascent chlorine actually cleans some of the things. So it is a bleaching agent, and additionally it's added in water to actually get it from germs. So it is a disinfectant. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, commonly called hydrogen carbonate. What is commonly called? Yes, absolutely correct. Baking soda. It is baking soda, baking powder. When it is used, this is called baking soda. सब लोग सोडा मंगाते होंगे खाने में डालने के लिए. सोडा, I know सोडा. आज मैच देखते हुए पकोड़ा ही खाइएगा. Making cakes, absolutely correct. Which of the following is known as one soda? What is baking soda and what is water? You can see some of the answers. Sodium carbonate, sodium carbonate, sodium hydroxide, calcium chloride. You're right, some of you are correct. It's actually sodium bicarbonate, that is NO2CO3. Sodium bicarbonate. Well, one confusion. Bhavna is asking, isn't it sodium carbonate? These two have the same name. I see your doubt. Sodium carbonate is commonly used as this formula. I can accept your point. Both of these are correct. A and B both. Na2CO3 is both sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. I think doubt is clear with that because both of them are commonly called sodium carbonate. It's coming back to 15. What is sodium hydroxide commonly used? Sodium hydroxide, very big, one of the strongest bases. What is it commonly called? Yeah, very correct. I could see some of the answers. Sodium hydroxide is commonly called caustic soda. Commonly called caustic soda. Okay. Yeah, Vilas, what's the doubt? So carbonate is Na2CO3, baking soda. Now the substance which doctors use as a plaster for supporting fractured bone in right position is, which of the following is used? Which of the following is used? Some of you are writing. What is it currently called? Yes, I know, very commonly called at home. Yes, waiting. I'll wait 10 more seconds for your answer. Right fast. अरे मैच देख रहा है कि नहीं? I find most of your answer correct. It's gypsum, commonly FaSO4 calcium sulfate, none other calcium sulfate, and it's actually hydrated calcium sulfate. Dot half H2O. The formula, and it is very commonly called plaster of Paris. PO, plaster of Paris. Even जब हाथ टूट जाता है और जब प्लास्टर लगवाते हैं, and it is commonly used. The plaster of Paris is used. Which following types of medicine is used to treat digestion? I give you 15 seconds to answer. Yes, I can see most of you are correct with this acid. One digestion is nothing but the decrease in pH value, that is increase in the acidity. Antibiotic, what is antibiotic? What antibiotic? Okay, I can see some of you writing. Yes, for treating bacterial infections. What is it? By the name it is clear. Anti, and what the thing is. It is anti to some of the things. Well, antiseptic. What is antiseptic? To prevent infection. Antibiotic is to kill germs. And analgesic to relieve pain. So, for pain, antiseptic to prevent infection, antibiotic to kill microbial germs. We call it bacteria. Okay, antacid is against acid. That is a basic thing that neutralizes the value in our stomach. Silver articles become black after some time when exposed to air. What is it? Why silver articles become black air? Yes. Okay, I can see some of your answer. So oxygen is also common, so अगर oxygen से react करेगा तो क्या आग लग जाएगी? What it formed? It must be formed such substance that may be black in color. Correct answer is it forms silver sulfide that reacts with sulfur in the air to form silver sulfide. And that is the cause of the black articles. Number 9. When exposed to air, loses its shiny brown surface against a green coat. What is that green substance called? What is the green substance called? Give you 10 more minutes to 10 more seconds. Sorry. It actually forms copper carbonate. Generally, with copper in the form of metal or in the form of a compound state, reacts with compounds, especially sometimes get oxidized and forms copper carbonate. The presence of water moisture in the air helps in the reaction. Leukemia is a type of blood cancer in which leukemia, it's a common cancer, blood cancer, and happens in leukemia. You could see most of you are having the correct answer with this. White blood cells increases, yes. And blood cells increases enormously, so results in the white blood cancer. So red blood cells are few, and generally the oxygen cycle get diminished in the later stages, and white blood cells are extra. They cannot be dumped, and it results in the death of the patient in case of extremity. So leukemia, very one of the largest killer in the world, one of the largest blood cancer. So, what is the common medicine or therapy used to get patients, health cancer patients? Next, surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy. I had a number of answers where chemotherapy and radiotherapy is the most common. The chromosomes found in human body. Means how many chromosomes? Well, a few are giving the answers, but not exactly correct. Most of you are confused between 44 and 46. What? Your body has X number of pairs of chromosomes, and chromosomes are the cause of genetic The genetic information from the parents are passed through the chromosomes. Okay, I ask you some questions regarding this. I have it now. How many chromosome sets does other animals have? Animals have more or less? For 5 seconds, I guess something has anything writing. I think the computer has looking at the speed that is required. Okay. So my question is, do the animals have more or less? Correct, Abhay. I see. Most of you are giving more, but the answer is generally more. That is what we can say. That is, most of the animals have more, but still all few have less. So where horse and elephant we know have a more set of chromosomes. How many? 64 horse. And elephant 56 in and 64 in horse. Now the following vitamin is not produced by our body internally. Of the following is not produced by our body internally. It's A, B, C, D. Correct answer. We have seen some of your answers. के बीच बहुत अच्छी लड़ाई है. A lot of you are okay. I can see some of your questions in question and Q&A form. I told you to write your question in the chat section. For that, I see your question now. WBC full form is white blood cells, but please write your questions in the chat section. Don't write it in QA section. So back to this question. The answer is vitamin C. It's ascorbic acid, and it is one of the essential vitamins that we have to take from outside. Our body doesn't produce. Important for our body. And lack of vitamin C causes. What a lack of vitamin C causes? So yes, correct. Lack of vitamin B. Well, B12 up to lack of vitamin A. Vitamin A causes night blindness. And B causes B. As vitamin D causes lack of vitamin D. Yes, correct. Rickets. Vitamin D causes rickets. The last answer was 46. 23 pairs of chromosomes, that is total 46. Vitamin C, what does vitamin C causes? Scurvy. 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 What that made up of? When we use substance, we have read that it's in carbonate, none other than calcium carbonate. So, it's very commonly used in plastering, carbonate, disease. Now, this is a disease caused by the deficiency of which vitamin? Is caused due to the deficiency of which vitamin? B1 or B2? We discussed about this in the last part. B1, vitamin B, but it is rare. It is vitamin B1. Yes. A few something like. Now, what is vitamin B2 causes? B2, what does it cause? Some might be searching on the web. ये आंसर थोड़ा मुश्किल है. It is called riboflavin. So it actually causes araboflavinosis. It is very common. It causes araboflavinosis. ARIBOFLAVINOSIS. So it causes flavinosis. It is A. Don't see it with C. Pernicious anemia is also I've heard, but I don't remember exact, and I'll have to check for that. I'm not even I'm not the geography. I'm not the student of. So vitamin P is not actually the vitamin that is formed, but was back in fat cells. These are two types of things needed for our body, so that are generally referred to as vitamin P. So vitamin P, just do not worry about that. A, C, D are main. These are produced in very easy question. How are they produced? Yeah, absolutely correct. Now this is where WBC is due to cancer. The leukemia, this is what is affected. WBCs get clogged here and RBCs are not able to be produced. And bone marrow gets blocked. Among the following blood groups is universal donor. In ONS, yes, correct. So, yellow color of urine is because of that's bilirubin. Bilirubin is affected during the. So it's a thing which gets affected during the. Just urochrome. Color of urine is due to urochrome. Bilirubin, bilirubin is actually the chemical responsible for jaundice. Actually, it helps in the it refers from the catabolism in our body. From hemoglobin, the blood part. Hemoglobin, when it breaks down, it forms one of the subject is called bilirubin, and bilirubin is excreted in urine. So bilirubin is actually the waste product of it, and from bilirubin actually urochrome forms, urochrome forms. No negative, Shachi, no negative. So what is bilirubin? Bilirubin is actually formed from formation. So if you are asking bilirubin, what is bilirubin? What is bilirubin is actually, science, when we get hurt, we see a green substance around our where we get hurt. Are you able to get my point? Sometimes when we get bruises or when we get, we see something, a green type of substance. So it's actually bilirubin. It is because bilirubin. Now, inflammation, so vapor, yes. Very commonly, Kapoor that during us and prayers we generally, yes, naphthalene balls, camphor, very camphor is one of them, that is Kapoor, or generally gets converted to mirror is used as a shaving glass. Which uses the shaving glass? Yes. On mirror, absolutely correct. It's the same mirror. Very good. Now, which among the following activities convex mirror is used? Which convex mirror used? Yes, headlight is very common. Headlights, it's used but where it is activities, convex mirror is used. In rear of headlights of the vehicle, can you see always mirrors? Convex mirror is helpful. Is it? We need it to spread. Sodium reflector lamps. Reflector lamps where it is used. The convex mirror, it's generally used for wide areas. So, reflector lamps are commonly used. Convex, which among the following mirrors is used in rear view mirror device of vehicles? Among the following mirrors is used in rear view mirrors. Now it should be correct. Yes, it's convex mirror. Remember that in the convex mirror, it may be far, but it is to appear close, of course, but they appear, no, rather they appear far and they are actually close. Yes, what is the doubt in question number 20? Hold for a second. This is some error with the computer, I guess. It's actually not running at the speed that's required right now because connection also. Okay, why not option B? Ophthalmoscope for the examining eye, ear, nose by a doctor. It should be concave there because we have to get it precise as a reflector of headlights of the vehicle. Now, as a reflector of headlights of the vehicle, it requires wide view, and the convex, just from the focus, if we release the sharp object, it will not be in the wide view. Remember the physics laws. From focus, if the light is emitted, it travels parallel to the principal axis. So that's what is not required. So that's why A. So it is not to get into much of the science here because it will be more of a burden to your head. So just remember that what is the answer. So it's better if you can remember the science part, but it's not easy for most of the questions. Which one is correct regarding the power of lenses? Which of the following is correct regarding the power of lenses? Convex lenses, positive, negative for concave lens. If it is dipped into liquid, its focal length and power both changes. Yes, absolutely correct. The liquid is used. Some people use the lenses in the eyes and they use the liquid, and liquid is according to the thing required, to the power they require. When ray of white light is passed through a prism, it gets into constituent lights. This phenomenon is called what is it? It gets dispersed. When it is coming, it gets on the surface and goes back. This is called reflection. When it crosses and bends, it is called refraction. And it disperses into colors, it is called dispersion. When it disperses into many colors, it is called very often with the prism. With the prism, a white light comes, it disperses into many colors. Here, whipped jar, commonly called whipped jar, 7 colors. Which side wavelength is higher, for violet side or for the red side? For the side wavelength is higher, yes, absolutely correct, for the red side. In a reactor, which of the following is used as a moderator? In a reactor, which of the following is used as a moderator? Moderator in a nuclear reactor. Yes, I can see it reduces the speed of the fast moving neutrons. Neutrons are very high speed moving and it reduces. So it's nothing else but the heavy metal. Now, what is rods of cadmium used? Cadmium are used as, they are the excess neutrons. So it's used as absorbers. So it excess of the neutrons it is used. Graphite is again used as moderator. So water and graphite both can be used as a moderator. So the correct answer for this is D, both A and C. One is correct regarding fast breeder reactor. Fast breeder reactor are now very much into the last answer is D. Breeder reactor, it uses more fissile fuel than it consumes. So that's an important thing, and very only used around the nuclear plants today. So what of chymograph? What chymograph used? Plots physiological movement, it actually is used, it gives a graphical representation of spatial position of any object and any axis related to a spatial axis. So with respect to time, there is the position of a object over a line. Which owing coal is of superior quality. The following coal is of quality. Very easy, not very difficult, anthracite. And is the lowest quality. Yes, peat. And which of the coal is found? Ma'am, which coal is found in India? The superiority is acid greater than bituminous, greater than light, greater than peat. Right above 90%, between 60 to 80, generally, right between 70 to 90, then peat liquid between 50 to 70, and peat less than 50. Still are some of you giving the correct answer. Bituminous is maximum found in India, and lignite is also found very so in India. Bituminous and lignite both found abundantly. Lignite is mainly found in Tamil Nadu, bituminous in Jharkhand and Orissa. So the following is used in artificial rain. China used it in the Beijing Olympics to create artificial rain. Well, of course, a silver compound, I can see the option: silver iodide, silver chlorine, silver nitrate. Actually, during the rain, we need a nucleus part, and silver iodide is the best thing to form a nucleus. So, iodide capsules are shot into the air, they form the nucleus, and many of the water vapor around them cling to it, and then it rains. So, it helps in artificial rain. There are blood platelets or thrombocytes. Blood platelets in our body, what is its main function? लगती है सब पता चलता है blood platelets का काम. Uses a substance called thromboplastin, and which helps in clotting the blood. Yes. वह चोट लगेगी और सारा खून बाहर निकल जाए, ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है. Clotting is very important. In some people, the lack of platelets result in the formation of blood clotting, and it may cause even death in case of accidents. So, what is it commonly called? The lack of blood platelets. It causes hemophilia. Yes. So, close called thalassemia. Many people are, it's not a very rare disease. It's actually some cases it's actually seen very much in the public. So, vitamin is soluble in water. Vitamin in water. It has been classified as a different vitamin. It's actually vitamin B. B is soluble in water. And A, D, E, and K are not soluble. A, D are fat soluble. Vitamin B is water soluble. Compared with the pH value of 14 is, what is value of 14? We know pH 7 is neutral. Less than 7 is acid. Greater than 7 is a basic substance. So 14 would be correct strong base. And pH, remember, pH scale is from 0 to 14. 14 ceases to exist beyond 40. Nomenclature is up to 14. Chemical is known as milk of magnesia and used as antacid. Antacid very commonly used in our substances, very commonly sold in, and is also nothing else but called ENO, common called ENO. So it's actually antacid. What sodium carbonate? Sodium carbonate is What? It's washing soda. वॉशिंग की जगह हम खाएंगे उसे एसिड कम करने के लिए. P carbonate again, it's magnesium carbonate, not that it helps in hardening of water. Left magnesium chloride, it's not very basic. It has a it could be HCl is strong HCl is used. It could be acidic also. So it's magnesium hydroxide. It's of the common bases, which are called alkalis. Sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, common called alkali. Photoelectric effect. He was rewarded Nobel Prize also, I think in 1956 or 57, who discovered photoelectric effect. But photoelectric effect, it's not nobody else but Albert Einstein. Yes, Albert Einstein, who discovered photoelectric effect. The range of sound for human beings is the range of sound for human beings. Yeah, absolutely correct. Not a difficult one. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And that, the many animals can hear very commonly. Dog can hear beyond that level. Yes, the ultrasound range, the sonic range. What is not? It's not. And it is used in ships and submarines. What is the answer? Yeah, I give you 10 more seconds. I can see some of you have changed the answers. Where is sound navigation and ranging? So now it is just sound navigation and ranging, as used in very commonly in proportions. Yes. of species was written by. Either do not worry, we are trying to get as max as we can, so we take generally 100 questions. So hopefully we will be able to complete at least 80-90. Very common. Where is Charles Darwin? Darwin in 1859 he wrote Origin of Species. 1860. The following is a noble gas. Yes, the noble gas. Noble gas is the one which does not easily react with other substances. Carbon dioxide reacts, oxygen reacts, nitrogen reacts, but helium, it's an inert gas, noble gas. They are also called gas. They are to the reaction. Inert gas that you know, helium, neon, yes. Hydrogen is not an inert gas. It's active. Yes. Neon, argon, krypton. Chlorine is not. Human body prepares which vitamin in presence of sunlight? Easy question. Vitamin D. Yes, correct. Now, vision can be due to the deficiency of the redness ones. Who could be the deficiency of vitamin, very commonly associated with blindness. The following is the process of product of the process of photosynthesis. The following is a product of the process of photosynthesis. Following is a product of the photosynthesis. Helpful for us, oxygen. Yes. Is used and oxygen is produced. Of catenation is predominant. Catenation, what it is? Catenation is self-linking property. Remember, catenation is self-linking property. So, self-linking property means helps the element to form a large number of compounds. So, anyone else but carbon. Carbon forms the same property of catenation, which helps in form a large number of compounds. What is red data book? As I told you, releases it International Convention, International Union for Conservation of Nature. IUCN. It is for the endangered species. Yes, red data book for endangered species. Which could be extinct if given due consideration. One of the following organisms is not oviparous. Oviparous. What are the animals which lay eggs? So I give you the point. Oviparous are the animals which lay eggs. So the following does not lay eggs. Yes, it's cow. Very cow is a mammal. It does not lay eggs. Which mammal lays eggs? Can the mammal which lays eggs? Mammal which lays eggs. Yeah, I can see the answer. It's platypus. Yes. It's platypus. So what is the answer? So guide for all of you. If some of you are not able to get the word platypus. Platypus. Example that lays eggs. The temperature of a substance when it is melting. It increases, decreases, or does not change, or does decreases but nominally. No, do not lay eggs. Remember, for this, remember a glass. Suppose there is boiling. Suppose water is taken at 0 degrees Celsius. It's being boiled. So temperature of water starts to increase to 100 degrees Celsius. Now at 100 degrees Celsius at boiling point, where its temperature remains constant, it's converted into steam and then starts to increase again. With melting, adding temperature, its temperature remains constant and then it starts to decrease. So it not change while melting. It is a latent heat of fusion or latent heat of vibration. Okay. Which of the following material is almost extensively used for the filament of electric bulb? That would be used as a filament of electric bulb, something which has very high melting point. And since with the highest melting point is tungsten. The following is correct. Waves traveling in air are transverse waves. It's not. It's longitudinal. Remember this transverse. Transverse is this way. A wave travel. Okay. And what is longitudinal? Longitudinal is this. For longitudinal waves, you need some medium. For longitudinal waves, you need some medium. And the sound is a longitudinal wave and light is a transverse wave. So light can travel through vacuum. Sound always need a medium to travel. Sound, the more is the shear, the more is the speed of sound. Speed of sound is more solid than in liquid than in gases. Shear ज़्यादा होगा, जहाँ रगड़ ज़्यादा होगा. I must be understanding shear. Shear is the lateral stress that we give. जिस चीज को हम रगड़ के हाथ लगा सकते हैं, गैस हम रगड़ के हाथ नहीं लगा सकते, या पानी पे रगड़ के हाथ नहीं लगा सकते, तो लगा सकते हैं. So solids have more shear, higher speed, lower speed. Now light doesn't need that. It doesn't need shear. Light is a transverse thing and just keeps on traveling, reflected at the points. So light can travel through vacuum is correct. Sound not travel through vacuum. We used as best extinguisher for fire involving electrical equipment inflammable substance. Which extinguisher? So fire is burns with the help of oxygen. So to cut oxygen, what we need? We need carbon dioxide. Now cannot be used. Why? Because water is a good conductor and it can cause very heavy electric shocks also. Now this gallantry award in India, easy one. High-end award is Bharat Ratna, but highest gallantry award is Veer Chakra. सबसे बड़ा कौन सा है? परम वीर चक्र. Stone substances What? An organic compound, metal, atom of carbon, or isotope of carbon. What is between allotrope and isotope? Remember, in allotrope, the overall arrangement is changed. In isotope, the number of the newtons is changed. Isotope mean generally it forms radioactive substances. Allotrope, it could be a normal thing in which arrangement is different. So, allotrope and isotope, very wide difference. Who called Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma for the first time? Is for 49th question. Just for a second. Something slowed in my computer. Correct answer for this is Subhash Chandra Bose. Yeah, just computer got slowed. 49th question, it is allotrope of carbon. Some of you were asking. Question 51. Jimmy Wales. Jimmy Wales is commonly known as, famous as the founder of. Absolutely, all of you are correct. It's Wikipedia. First question, some of you might be having trouble with Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, as you are telling, I just check it, just do not worry, by the end of class, I'll tell it again. Okay, I just tell, I'm also unsure with it because I have seen the answer written here is actually Russian Bose, but in my opinion also it should be Rabindranath Tagore. So just hold, I'll tell you the correct answer. If there is any correction, I'll tell you by the end of the session. Next question. He founded Google. Google, he founded, the famous founders are, can you name them? just I see my computer has got very slow. I see there's a problem. Just hold for a few seconds. I think it will get corrected. At that time, can you tell the founder of Google? It's Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Yes. The founder of Twitter, commonly remembered as the founder of Twitter, it's Jack Dorsey. It's Jack Dorsey, commonly referred as the founder of Twitter. Then you. Who for Yahoo? Yes, David Filo is also considered, but Jerry Yang is most common. Question: what is Davos related to? Davos related to, yes, very common, World Economic Forum. And remember, World Economic Forum is not a governmental. It's not a governmental organization, but rather it's a private organization. Very, I think it's the largest private organization in that sense, in the political sense. So what Maginot Line? Very famous for its ineffectiveness in World War II. Some of you got the clue, I guess. Yes, between France and Canada. At the border of France, this was built to prevent Germans from attacking. But with the advent of the Air Force, the Maginot Line was effective, and the Germans still raided the area. So, Maginot Line is also referred as a phrase in English, which means an ineffective preparation. Credit. What is carbon credit related to? Structure of an atom, import export compounds of carbon, value of measure carbon contained in an organic compound, and or carbon emission. Related to carbon emission. Remember, what is carbon credit? What happened in 1997? I'll tell you the story for this. In 1997, after Kyoto Protocol, when the countries decided to actually decrease their overall carbon emissions. So what happened at that time? Many countries who were using high technology devices, they are unable to cut the carbon pollution. So what they did was, they gave a technique that if they can help other countries or other industries to come down pollution, so they can earn carbon credit by that, and then they can use in their industry. Many Japanese companies use very high technology industries, and very Western countries use very high technology equipment, and which do not actually pollute much, but beyond limit it's not allowed. So they helped many small companies in developing countries like India and China to upgrade their technology. So this helped in transfer of technology from the Western countries in Japan to India and China and developing countries to cut emissions. So they did. So they helped cutting emissions here. So in one way, some carbon credits. So carbon credits जो on कर लेता फिर उसको अपने he can pollute up to that level. So it's not very noble idea, but it has given some good results in the world. So that is related to carbon credits. It's related to carbon emissions. I think it's clear to you. So maybe दूसरे कम करके you earn some of the credits, and then so that you can pollute at your level. Grameen Bank. Muhammad Yunus is received Nobel Prize for which or following? Economy, literature, peace. If you might be thinking economy, but actually it's peace. clear, he actually got it for peace. A method which resulted in the evolution of microfinance. Which did in the evolution of microfinance. Then who was the father of Indian Renaissance? Father of Indian Renaissance, the flag bearer of Indian independence, who started the thing, he is commonly referred as Ram Mohan Roy. Yes. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. He formed which Samaj commonly till today exists? He formed Brahma Samaj. Yes. And he was also instrumental in one important social accomplishment in India. He helped in abolition of Sati. In 1829 with the Governor General Lord William Bentinck, he helped in the abolition of Pratha. What is Dobson unit used for? Just remember, it's used for ozone concentration. Following Indian personalities has been conferred with all 4 civil honors. So, Bharat, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri, all the 4 have been given to one person. Who is he? Other than the famous filmmaker Satyajit Ray. Mahanvi was influenced a lot by a book named Unto His Last. It has been written by who is this book? That is, it's what is it? It's written by John Ruskin. Ruskin बोल रहे हैं answer, and so they want to cover both the options B and D. It's actually John Ruskin. Jawaharlal Nehru has dedicated his book Discovery of India to he date his book Discovery of India. The book of Ahmednagar J. Yes. The book of Ahmednagar J. The lightest metal, remember, not the element. Hydrogen. But test metal is lithium. Absolutely correct. It's lithium. The news agency of which country? Is the news agency of which country? It's Japan. What is the news agency of China? Xinhua. No, it's KCNA. And South Korea, it's, I guess, it's 100% not sure, it's Chosun Ilbo. Remember, not important to remember. I would say, remember for North Korea, because these days North Korea is very much in the news, it's KCA, and for now, Xinhua. Kids for Japan. First Chinese player to win a Grand Slam. We remember 2 years back, she won Friend. For India, what is the news agency? It's Press Trust of India. The Patient Bureau. Okay. So, Lina, yes, absolutely correct. The first speech, Tryst with Destiny, was delivered by who? Delivered the famous speech, Tryst with Destiny. And I struck the independence. He is Jawaharlal Nehru, absolutely correct. Whom among the following was known as Deenabandhu? Who is Deenabandhu? CR's JP Narayan, who is Just for a second, I guess computer has hanged again. So, okay, now, okay, I guess. So, Deenbandhu, it's CRR. So, media campaign, Swabhiman is aimed at. What is demand? Yes, it's related to opening bank accounts. It is commonly it is called financial inclusion. It's called financial inclusion. The which of the following countries is known as Africa's last Eden? Last Eden. It's Gabon. In the Central Africa part. Following the D-shaped ocean. D-shaped ocean. Just on Earth. Yes, it's Arctic. In the northern area, it's D-shaped. From part of almost straight, and then it goes around. So if you see, it's actually the D-shaped. Atlantic is S-shaped. Yes. Pacific is triangle from both sides. Study a collection of currency. What is the collection of currency? It is numismatics. What is philately? Collection of? It is of what? Philately. Yes. What related ornithology related to? What ornithology related to? To birds. And what is Opisthes? Opisthes, it's related to zodiac, yes. Kimberley is famous for what? Kimberley mine, South Africa. It's famous for diamonds. They are the diamond mines of Baath Party is related to Saddam Hussein. I give you a hint. Baath is related to Saddam Hussein. So to which country is he related to? So the तेजी से आंसर आने लगे. Yes, उसमें भी एक आध लोग के गलत आ रहे. Iran not. Its correct is not Iran. It's Iraq. Again, official report of the publication of which country? Is the official report or publication of Italy and Iran both. The Green Book. They are the permanent members of Security Council. 5, yes. Countries, UK, US, France, China and Russia. UK, US, France, China and Russia. International, where it is headquartered? Where is headquartered Amnesty International? It's headquartered in London. Who was the Secretary General of UN? Secretary General, he was from Norway. He is none other than Trygve from 1945 to 51-52. The Secretary General of UN. Commonly called as father of computer. Charles Babbage. Yes, Charles Babbage. Initially, you have read during the learning of computer. Who among the following tennis player was the first woman to win Golden Slam? All Grand Slams. Women single. First to win. Williams is the latest. It's the Steffi Graf. In 1987-88, she won the 4 Grand Slams and then the Seoul Olympics gold. The number of World Cups won by India's men national field hockey team. How many hockey World Cups has India won? The answer is 1 in 1975. 1975. Is not a fundamental right in India. Right to vote, right to constitutional remedies. Well, easy question for you. Comparing law school students, right to vote. Which following is the only Indian conferred with India's highest civilian award, Nishan-e-Pakistan? Well, question should be one of Indians because 2 have been conferred. Among the following. Tendulkar, कई लोग सचिन तेंदुलकर भी बोल रहे हैं. No, it's Morarji Desai. Morarji Desai is the only person to win the highest civilian award of Pakistan and India both. He won Bharat Ratna and he awarded Bharat Ratna and Nishan-e-Pakistan both. Indira Gandhi को कभी भी नहीं देने वाले करण. Indira Gandhi resulted in 1971 war and eventually the disintegration of Pakistan into East Pakistan and West Pakistan, that is today Pakistan and Bangladesh. Morarji Desai got Bharat Ratna and also Nishan-e-Pakistan. Which Indian got Nishan-e-Pakistan? Can you tell? Very famous actor of the olden times. This style is repeated till this day. सनी देओल को क्यों मिलेगा गदर पिक्चर बनाने के लिए? Some of them wrote Devanand. Yeah, absolutely correct. Bhavna, it's Dilip Kumar. His style is remembered till this day. His original name was Yusuf Khan, and he got the Nishan-e-Pakistan from Pakistan. Morarji Desai and Dilip Kumar are the 2 Indians who have got the highest civilian award of Pakistan. Motam is the dance from which state? Motam is the dance from Kerala. Who was the first Indian cricketer to score a double century? Oscar बहुत late आए थे. In 50 there was someone, Paul Umriger. Umriger is remembered to be the first Indian to score a double century. is wrongly matched. Disney acquired which one? Google acquired YouTube, correct. Facebook acquired Instagram, correct. Microsoft, correct. Amazon, Flipkart, no. Who was the first Indian to win the World Amateur Billiards title? From Indian. Sports, he is Will Jones. Asian Games did India win maximum medals? Asian Games did India win maximum medals? 6 2010. They held. See where these held was so. Seven national football teams has lost final match of the FIFA World Cup most number of times. Has lost the match of the FIFA World Cup most number of times. Germany. Germany. Following countries is known as the land of thunderbolts. So take 3 more questions. Plenty. Which is called the land of thunderbolts. It's then close to our Bhutan. Travels. Who wrote Gulliver Travels? Who River Travels? By Jonathan Swift, yes. Narration for 0 hour. Workouts. Zero. What? In Asian Games, India finished second overall. It best finished till this day. In 2010, I think it finished on 4th position. 5th, I guess. So even 4th, we have South Korea, Japan, and China are there. It is 1950. 51, where were the Asian Games held? Asian Games held in 1951. None other than New Delhi. So, went through 90 questions. Just I had just 95, so 4-5 left. None. Just worry about that. Do revisit when you go home. If you want, if you want, you can see the video tomorrow and you can see these questions of midnight sun. It's not. The following country is also called the country of copper. Zambia, Katanga Plateau. It's very much rich in copper. Penicillin was discovered in 19th century as a communicable disease, and well, it is second option is correct. It was discovered in 20th century actually, 928 by Alexander Fleming. The Pakistan and Afghanistan is known as during time. Early known as which of the following cities was early known as New Amsterdam? Called New York, none other than New York. Some have been nominated for an Oscar award in which of the following categories? It was Best Foreign Language Film. And last question, who wrote Anand Bhatt? Bhakchandra Chatterjee, that is Chattopadhyay. So if you want, just see the video tomorrow. Do revision. I would say see the revision. See the questions once. That would help. Okay. Any other doubt if you have, send your doubts at helpme@careerlauncher.com. Okay. So, okay, thanks very much for the patience. Anyway, my computer was also slow, and some of the places we had some doubts. Oh, match! Wow. Good. Gandhiji Mahatma, let me check once again. Just wait. The correct answer is Rabindranath Tagore. Correct, Rabindranath Tagore. I agree to that. Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, I cannot say GK session. I'll have to see whatever is left. We'll include that in the next GK session. Will be current affairs. Remember, mostly it will be current affairs. It will be current affairs mostly, and it is what I'm looking for. That part is a lot left. Included some current affairs question all the way through, but it will be. You certainly heard, your voice will be heard, and do not worry about that. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your patience.